Assalamu alaikum and hello to everyone. In my last video, Introduction to Computer Network, part 1, I had covered the topics such as definition, application of computer network, fundamental characteristics of computer networks, components of data communication, what is data communication, network topologies, and categories of network. In this video, I'm going to speak on OSI model. Okay, OSI model is nothing but open system interconnection model. We'll see what exactly it is and where it is used and how it works. Okay, so OSI model is nothing but it is a layered framework for the design of network system that allow communication between all the types of computer system. So OSI model define and is used to understand how data is transferred from one computer to another computer in a computer network. So in most basic form, two computers connected to each other with LAN cable sharing data with the help of network interface card forms a network. Okay, so but if two computers are connected if two computer is based on two different OS, okay, one is for example Windows and one more system is Mac, then how these two system will be communicate with each other? In order to accomplish this communication between components or network or different architectures, 7-layer OSI model is introduced. Okay, introduced by ISO in 1984. ISO is nothing but International Standard Organization. So the layers included in OSI reference model are the topmost layer is application, then presentation, then session layer, then comes transport layer, then network, data link layer, and the physical layer. The lowest layer of OSI model is physical layer. So this each layer is a package of protocols. Okay, this layer provided a mixture of network card, driver, operating system, applications, networking hardware. Okay, they facilitate the transmission of signal over the electrical signal over the Ethernet, fiber optics, Wi-Fi, or other wireless protocol. So there are 7 layers. We'll see one by one from the bottommost layer, that is physical layer, lowest layer of OSI model, to the application layer. So first one is physical layer. Okay. So physical layer is responsible for the actual physical connection between the devices. Okay, the physical layer contain information in the form of bits. So raw bit of data will be transmitted. Okay, so as I have written here, define the physical media over which bit stream is to be transmitted, and it defines the method for the movement of bit between nodes through the physical link. So as I said, it is responsible for transmission individual bit. Bits are nothing but zeros and one from one node to the next. When receiving data, this layer will get the signal received and convert it in the form of zeros and one and send them to the next layer. That is nothing but data link layer, right? Above physical layer, which layer we have? Data link layer. So it will send this raw bit of data to the data link layer. So it performs some functions such as first one is bit synchronization. So physical layer provide the bit synchronization by providing a clock. Okay, the clock controls both sender as well as receiver. Okay, to providing synchronization at bit level. So this is one of the function of physical layer. So second one is bit rate control. It's nothing but bit physical layer also defines the transmission rate, that is the number of bits sent per second. How many bits have sent per second, how many bits we have transmitted. Okay, then we have physical topology. As you know, I have already explained what is physical topology and what is topology and different types of topology in my previous video. So physical topology also specify the way in which the different devices nodes are arranged in a network, that is like as you know, bus topology, star topology, mesh topology, ring topology, and hybrid topology, etc. Next function of physical layer is transmission mode. Okay, so it also defines the way in which the data flows between the two connected devices. Okay, so various transmission mode is half duplex mode and full duplex mode. You know what is half duplex mode? Like one-way one-way transmission. Full duplex mode means you can send data to or from one node or one system or one device. Okay, I hope physical layer is clear to you all. We'll move to the second layer, that is nothing but data link layer. So data link layer is responsible for node to node delivery of the message, point to point delivery of the message. Main function of this layer is to make sure that a data transfer is error free. There should not be any error from one node to another node over the physical layer. Okay, so as physical layer performs some function, even data link layer performs some kind of function. So first one is framing. It provides the way for the sender to transmit a set of bits that are meaningful to the receiver. Okay, so it converts the raw bit of data, zeros and bit stream, which is transmitted by the physical layer, and convert this bit stream in the form of frames. Okay, this can done by attaching some special pattern at the start or end of the frame. Then next is physical addressing. Okay, after creating a frame, data link layer add physical address of sender as well as receiver in the header, or receiver in the header of each frame. And in the header of each frame, it is going to attach address, because we know, right, where this frame initiated and where it should reach. Okay, so it is going to attach the address. Then comes error control. It is also the function of main function of data link layer. It provides mechanism for error control, in which it detects and retransmit the damaged or lost frame. Okay, then it also responsible for flow control. So flow control is nothing but data rate must be like slow receive, it should be matched. Okay, otherwise data will be corrupted. Slow receiver should not get affected by the fast sender. The data receiving and the sending data should match the capacity of receiver and the sender. Next is network layer. Network layer works for the transmission of data from one, okay, network layer. So it is responsible for transmission of data from one host to the other located in different networks. Okay, it also take care of the packet routing. You know what is routing, right? Packet routing is nothing but selection of shortest path to transmit the packet from number of routes available. So there will be number of paths available, but we have to select the shortest path to the destination. Okay, this is nothing but routing. The sender and receiver IP address are placed in the header by the network layer. This is the duty of network layer, to place the sender and receiver address. So as you know, what are the function of network layer? First one is routing, as I already said. Okay, it determines which route is suitable from source to destination. Okay, and it selects the shortest path to reach the destination from source. Then one more function of network layer is, it is logical addressing. Okay, it is used by the network layer in order to identify each device in the internetwork uniquely. Okay, so the segment in the network layer is referred to as packet. As you know, in physical layer it will be bit stream. When it comes to data link layer, it will be in the form of frames, and when it comes to network layer, it will be in the form of packet. In network layer, the data will travel as a packets. Okay, so here you know, physical layer, which devices, hubs, router, hub, repeater, these devices will be used in physical layer. Likewise, in network layer, we are going to use a device called router. Okay, next one is transport layer. This is the fourth layer of OSI reference model. Okay, transport layer provides the services to the application layer, and it takes services from network layer. Understanding what I'm saying? So it is going to take the services from application layer, and it provide the services to the application layer and take the services from the below layer, that is network layer. Okay, data in the transport layer is referred to as segment. As I already said, in network layer, data is referred to as packets. In data link layer, it will be frame. In physical layer, it will be raw bit. When it comes to transport layer, it will be segment, a message. Okay, responsible for end-to-end delivery of message. So as network layer is responsible for what? End-to-end delivery. Also it provides the acknowledgement for successful delivery of message, and it retransmits the data if any error is found. Okay. So the main function of network layer is segmentation and reassembly. Okay, this layer accepts the message from session layer, break this message into smaller unit, and at the destination the segments are reassembled. Okay, so as I said, in transport layer the data is called as what? Segment. I hope this layer is clear. You understood, everyone understood this. Next I'll move to next layer, that is nothing but session layer. Okay, so session layer is responsible for establishment of connection, maintenance of session, authentication, and also ensures security. The function of session layer establish, maintain, and termination. Establishment of the connection, maintaining that connection, and termination of the connection. These are the duty of session layer. It allows two processes to establish, use, and terminate a connection. So some functions are such as synchronization. It allows the process to add some checkpoint. Okay, this checkpoint are nothing but it helps to identify the error so that uh, data is synchronized properly to avoid the data loss. Then comes dialog controller. The session layer allows two systems to start communicate with each other in a half or the full duplex mode. Okay, half duplex means one device can only send the data or can only receive the data. Full duplex mode means it can send and receive the data. Clear? Okay, these are some function of session layer. Now we'll move to the next layer, that is nothing but presentation layer. Okay, so presentation layer is okay, presentation layer also called as translation layer. Okay, the data from application layer is extracted here and manipulated as per the required format to transmit over the network. So main function of this presentation layer, one is translation, example, one format to another format. Okay, ASCII to some other format, like that. Or second function of presentation layer is encryption and decryption of data. Data encryption translate the data into another form. Encrypted data is known as ciphertext and decrypted data is known as plain text. In my upcoming video I'll explain what is ciphertext or what is plain text and how it is converted and procedure and all. Okay, then one more duty of presentation layer is compression. So it reduces the number of bits that need to be transmitted over the network. So as you know, if the file is big, so what you'll do, you will compress that file, zip file, right? You convert into, you will zip that file and it will reduce the number of bits and you can easily transmit over through mail, WhatsApp, or whatever it is. Then the last layer is application layer, seventh and the topmost layer of OSI reference model. So it is responsible to display the received information to the user. It provides support services for the user and application tasks, determine how user uses the data network, provide network-based services such as email, file transfer, etc. So example of these are browsers, Skype Messenger, etc.